What's up guys, Malix here bringing you some Magic 2012 gameplay. Something a little different from the usual Space Marine. But I thought I should upload some because this channel is all for that. So the first hand was garbage, no mountains. And you need mountains as much as you need swamps in this deck. And the next hand had domain and some removal. Perfect. Straight away, I realized my opponent's obviously playing elves, and by turn 4 or 5, elves would overrun dragons on a normal basis if your opponent's decent. My opponent, fortunately for him, I'm a little better than he is, and I end up coming back and kicking his teeth in. As brutal as that sounds, he takes a big chunk out of me, then I take a bigger chunk out of him. You know, it's how life goes, you know. So I got my 1/1 goblin on the table, and the thing with this goblin is it's like a goblin arsonist, and no one really wants to block it because it will deal neg 1 when it dies. And so it's a very good thing for killing 2/1s, 2/2s, 1/2s, 1/1s. That's I really think the only combination I can go with 2/1 and 1/2. So anyway, I swing in with it because I know that if he blocks it with his 2/3, I'll just kill his Eulogist. But if he was smart, he would just sack the Eulogist and gain the 1 life. There I lay the Slavering Gnolls, and they're a really good card for what they cost, but I would wish that it was maybe a 1/3 or at least a 2/2, so it didn't die so easy. Because mostly by now, everyone knows that this card will make you decard if it deals damage to you while you have a swamp out. So they try to get rid of it as quick as possible. Though not many people run into dragons because it is a bad deck. But I do make this deck win. And my deck guide I have ready. It's 2 versions. So deck guide 1 and deck guide 2. There is multiple ways to run dragons, and they're equally as good, but this is my favorite way. And I will be uploading that at a later date. I just have some things I want to upload beforehand. I have an idea for a series where I go for a 10 win streak with dragons. If I lose, I'm not going to stop recording and record until I win. It's going to be a straight 10 wins. And this may ruin my rating quite a bit, but I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. By now, yes, you figured out that I do love my Dragon's Raw deck. So, expect to see a lot of that, like campaign with Dragon's Raw and Archenemy. Free versus the Archenemy using dragons. I just need to get 2 volunteers. So, right here, my opponent's... I'd say he had the upper hand right here. You know, he can deal 3 damage to me, and on the next turn I can deal 3 damage to him. But the thing is with elves that everything is so cheap, like this. What did he lay there? He laid... I'm going to say Tej, because I can't remember its name, and I do love WMG's videos. They're just the best thing on YouTube. So I'm going to say Tej. No copyright there. I was surprised he only swung in with the Eulogist. I don't know if he thought I had any tricks planned for his Niece's Chosen, because it just goes back into the deck when you kill it. So if you do kill it, yeah, it's a 50-50 because it always seems to be brought back up straight away. Now that I've got my Death Touch Scorpion out, I have a little more leeway. I've bought myself maybe 1 or 2 more turns, depending on how brave my opponent is. Because no matter what deck you're playing, no matter how good you are, you don't want to lose cards, and a Death Touch just digs in there, and you know, you'll swing with stuff and it'll die, no matter if it's an Eldrazi or Tidal Kraken, but I think that's unblockable. Forget I said that part. So now I got 2 Assassinates, and I'm really panicking to myself because I do want the lands. Despite having Dragon Speaker Shaman, he's no use unless you actually have a dragon yourself. So I'm just going to pass the turn and see if I can hold out. I could have laid Dragon Fodder, got 2 extra dudes, but it's not time for that. There he eye blights the completely wrong thing. You could have eye blighted my Death Touch and swung in for a bunch. You would have lost 2 guys, but you would have been hit for... You would have hit me quite a bit. Now the Volcanic Dragon's in my hand. Now it's time to lay the Draken Speaker Shaman and get to work. Lucky for me, he hasn't got any of the reach guys in his deck, and he's already used one of his eye blights. So from here it should be smooth sailing, as I'm hoping that maybe I'll draw an extra dragon, maybe I'll draw a Rorix or Malphagor. Malphagor's good because I have quite a few cards in my hand, and I could lay him down if I drew another mountain and make him discard 5 cards from the battlefield, and that card wins you games. Malphagor is a brilliant card. He's so underrated. So is Malphagor's Breath. That's like a Lava Axe, but cheaper and can hit everyone. So it's really good no matter what format, game type you're playing. It could be 2v2, 3-way, 4-way, 2-headed giant. It's a brilliant card. It's got no downside. And it gives you more swamps when you run both of them. So as you see, I'm swinging in with the Volcanic Dragon. I want to get this win. Just want to move on because my opponent is playing a deck that is amassing quite a big army here, and it looks like he's just going to overrun me. And I'm expecting it. I'm expecting him to swing in, Might of the Masses, something that isn't blocked, and just take me out, because he could do that right now. But I don't think he does swing in there, no. I would have swung in. I think anyone would have swung in, no matter if he had Might of the Masses or not. Now, if he does swing, I have a perfectly well defense against everything here, because I will survive, and I have 2 Assassinates, so whatever he's got left standing, I can just destroy, and sort of reset the game, regress it back a few turns. That's what I love about this deck, that you have so many options if you do run all the swamps. Well, 9 out of the 11, but still. And now this is my opponent's mistake. Mythic Proportions, or Epic Proportions, it doesn't really matter, it's a big thing. It's got flash on it, so you could play it instant speed. So after blockers are declared, you can play it like Might of the Masses, or use it with Might of the Masses, and wreck. So this is my opponent's big play right here. He swings in with everything. I was hoping he'd only swing with the 2 Tejas, but unfortunately for me, I wasn't that lucky. So he just brings the boys, everyone. And I'm surprised I'm still talking. I've restarted this commentary about 6 times now. I'm very proud of myself. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying my commentary so far. Here I'm very careful about what I block. I know I'm going to take a lot of damage, but I'm going to survive. So I only choose to block the 2 Nisa's Chosen and... No, 1 Nisa's Chosen and 2 Tejas. So he's going to lose both Tejas. He sacked the Eulogist. I didn't remember that in the game. So here I go to kill the other Eulogist, and this is probably one of the only smart plays he does. Bam, 19 life, and I'm at 4. So what you're thinking is, Malix, you lost the game, you should rage quit. But no, I don't rage quit. I retaliate harder. You know, fuck it, man. I'm going all in. I do not quit games. Even if you're losing, never quit the game. Play it out to the end. So right here, I've reset the board, and I have the upper hand. I could swing in, and I think I do go to swing in. But I decide to stay back, because I'm at 4 life. And if I swing in with the dragon, he can swing back and take me to 2. And as nothing in his deck has haste, I'm sort of excited here at this point in time, because I know I can win. I can come back. It's not too far gone. So exactly what Dragon Fodder is, Dragon Fodder. You use it to block. It can be used with Devouring Dragon, but I use it as chump blockers because they're just 2 guys for 1. It's brilliant. There's so much you can do with them. And I am running out of things to say here, which is not good. The game's almost over. There's just 2 minutes left. So as I'm guying up, my opponent's trying to guy back up at the same time. It's sort of a stalemate at the moment. He really can't swing in because he does swing in. I don't think he realizes that I will chump. Where was I when this game was happening? I know that's me playing. I don't remember any of this. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, I do. And now that I got another Death Touch Scorpion that goes down straight away, that's bought me another 2 turns of just smacking him in the face with my Volcanic Dragon. I don't run all the Volcanic Dragons because sometimes you'll get a hand with 4 of them and 2 mountains and no Dragon Speaker Shaman, and you're sort of thinking to yourself, why did I choose this deck? So right here, the race is still going. He's still swinging in, and I'm still chumping. I'm going to block with my Death Touch. I don't know if he knew that the Scorpion does kill things, and I was a little confused there myself of what he's doing. So here we go, swinging one more time, and the game's winding down. It's his turn. Oh, it's getting to the end. What an epic comeback. I took him down to 8. He went back up to 19. I'm at 4. I'm using dragons. It's a good feeling when you win like this. Watch this. Skips. Smack. Devouring Dragon. Right on time. Oh, and remember, it's only 1 goblin for 2 damage, not other creatures, so don't go sacking everything. But there we go, a quick win. Well, not a really quick win. A 12-minute win with Dragon's Roar against Elves, and I really hope you enjoyed. Sorry towards the end of my commentary that I went a little quiet. I was running out of things to say because the gameplay slowed down a bit. What more was there to say other than that I am currently swinging in and smacking him in the face. So while you're staring at a black screen, I'm going to say goodbye and thank you for watching.